So Arsenal 2, the Parisians, La Frenchie. They're back on the fucking Eurostar. Au revoir. No Barcola. Well, he did play apparently. Doué. Yeah, what did Doué do? Nada. What did Vitinha do? Nada. Yeah, they're rubbish. I did tell everyone. We both predicted a win because we're positive, matey, but nobody clipped that. Make sure you follow Southern Guna on YouTube. The link will be in the title. Make sure you check out Jez's fan cam, Kenny's fan cam outside the ground, and myself going live straight after this with Northside. And if he turns up, the PSG fan mode that I had on yesterday. Matty, we did the watch along. It was easy, really, wasn't it? A lot easier than we probably expected. And we had it wrapped up by half time. We never really felt like they'd score, if we're being honest. What did you make of it?
It was academic performance, man. Came in, got the job done. 4-4-2, and the pace of play from the first half is what I would like to see for most of this season, man. It is that we came out, did exactly what you needed to get done. Outstanding goal by Kai Havertz today. Outstanding header.
Great goal,
man, today.
He played very well.
Yeah. Yep. This is probably the best performance that this team has put together this season so far. This is when I raised Kane and raised Sand about our performance in the league. This is the performance that I would like for us to be putting out on a weekly basis. And, for the most part, man, they had a few threatening chances, but outside of those, which is probably about 4, I really can't see anything that they did that really even had us nervous at all, man. I mean, I could even go, well, we set back a little bit in the second half, but for the most part, they never really felt threatening at all, So for me, man, it was a good performance. A few standouts. Calafiore, I'm not going to bang him today, but I'll just say this. I think that his problem is that the game, him coming from Bologna, everything's up a level. He has to catch up to that level. And you're seeing throughout different games where it's moving quicker than he can process it. And part of this is due, in fact, to that and the fact that he is not on the same page with everybody because he came right before the season started. So he still hadn't had time to kind of get everything in order. We got an injury crisis at the moment, so he's got to adjust to that. And so he's prone to mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why, and I said this during the broadcast, this is why it's important to have 2 solid center backs back there with him that can cover for him when he makes those mistakes. Thank God that we have Saliba and Gabriel in that back line. So they'll make up for a lot of it. You just hope that, one of them goes to him and say, hey, bro, can't be doing this every game. We got to kind of reel it in a little bit, Don't put us in situations that we don't need to be put in, because we had a situation there where push the player, yellow card, toss back to the ref, possible could have been another yellow card if the referee wanted to be anal about it. And then he was beat for what was almost a goal there, but Saliba cleaned.
That's the penalty decision.
And the penalty handball, yeah.
He could have been sent off twice.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm listening. I'll be 1 second. I'm listening.
And so those are situations that we have to look at and that he has to fix. Other than that, Timber was outstanding today. Did a really good job today. Declan Rice did fairly well. Mostly everybody did okay. Saka was a little, he got his goal today, which was, I don't know what Donnarumma was doing there, but Saka got his goal today. But I think for me, man, Martinelli's just lost a lot of pace. Doesn't look the same player, man. Just didn't even look like the same player. Looks like he's trying to find himself, but in the process of him trying to find himself, he's making it worse. And then Jesus. I think Jesus, man, I said it in the broadcast. I think it's time that we look at probably moving him on. Everybody knows we all need a striker. Yeah, I know Kai Havertz scored today, and I know somebody's going to come in the chat and say, well, Kai Havertz scored, so what are you complaining about? We still need a striker. We need an out-and-out striker. And if we can move Jesus for some change and put that money towards getting a striker, I'm there for it all day long. But for the most part, everything looked good today, man. I'm emphatic that we won. We need these 3 points. We've got some major games coming up in this Champions League. We've got Inter next. That's going to be a very, very tough test. I think Inter's next.
No,
And
Shakhtar. Then in there.
Shakhtar. Shakhtar's tricky, so you don't know what Shakhtar you're going to get. But Inter, I know for a fact, is behind them, and that's going to be extremely tough. So we need maximum points. We don't want to be in a playoff situation in this Champions League because it could go any way in a two-legged tie. So we need to continue with these wins. We need to take this form into the weekend against Southampton on this weekend. There's no reason why we shouldn't be going out there with the same intensity that we played. We played this intensity with PSG, then we should be able to go into the game this weekend, get the job done, pick up the 3 points, keep the train rolling. We're on a roll. We put together a couple of wins in a row, back to back. This is what you want to see. I always like to caution our fans: don't go over the moon. I've seen a couple of headlines today. Arsenal's winning the Champions League.
Oh, come on.
We've got to get out of the qualifying first, and then we've got to get through the next round. Then we got the big boy. We got to keep everybody healthy. There's a lot of things that have to go right. Yep. And we're early into this. And for every Arsenal fan, we know how this goes. It's a long, long, long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So enjoy the win, enjoy the victory. Gloat. If anybody seen my PSG, anybody sees my PSG meme on my community tab, go check it out. Have fun and enjoy it. And
is that the one you shared on stream?
Yeah, that's the one I shared.
I'm getting that now.
Yeah. Go enjoy it and get ready for this weekend. 3 points is a must. We've got to get these points, man. We got to be the point collectors. But for me, satisfied. Always fun doing these type games when everything's under control. We're not under a whole lot of stress. And hey, man, we march on.
Mate, Matty, seriously, it was like work. Yeah, were we ever stressed in that game? Really?
Nah, man, we were talking about everything else, but really,
Yeah, we were just chilling. Yeah, same against Bolton.
We talking
obviously, I missed the Leicester game.
Yeah,
but other than that, Matty, like real talk. Yeah, we see the fixture list, we see the Champions League draw, and we see the teams we were getting, and we were like, boy, we could be finished. Yeah, we could be finished by the second international break.
Yeah,
and here we are with Southampton left to play, and we're still unbeaten, and Southampton's at home. Yeah, and let's be real, they got Ramsdale in goal, so that's a win.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't see a reason why we shouldn't go there and get 3 points this weekend and move on, man. We need to go get these 3 points. Keep this train rolling. We're going into an international break. Get everybody back
stays healthy.
Please,
exactly.
Keep everybody healthy, man. Come back because, as I stated this past Saturday, we've got to duct tape our way all the way to January. And I'll say the same thing I said during the broadcast. Edu, if you listen to this, if anybody that knows Edu is listening to this man needs to go get a striker. We've got to get a striker in January. Who I don't care, as long as the person can put goals in the back of the net on a consistent basis. We need that player because until he does that, and I'd almost throw this out there too. If you're not gonna play in Warrior this weekend, when we're playing Southampton, then ship him. When are you gonna play? Let him get him some experience and go get a creative midfielder. But so we've got to have somebody in this team outside of Odegaard that can be creative for us and get this team over the line. The team is close.
That close. Do you know what? I've just looked as well. Yeah. When we come back off this international break, first game is Bournemouth away. Shakhtar at home 3 days later. 5 days later, Liverpool at home. 3 days later, Preston away. We can rest some of the bigger boys. Yeah. And then 3 days later, Newcastle away. 4 days later, Inter away. 4 days later, Chelsea away. Then it's international break again. 7 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not even taking Preston for granted either, by the way.
No, you can't take anything for granted once in that run because there's a lot.
Look how many of away games there are. Yeah, we've got Bournemouth away. In fact, we've only got 2 home games out of the next 7 after Southampton. So we come back from international. Yeah, we have literally got 5 away games out of 7. The 2 home games are back to back: Shakhtar and Liverpool. Then after that, we've obviously got Bournemouth before, Preston away, Newcastle away, Inter away, Chelsea away. If we get through that into the next international break, boy, all of a sudden we're probably top of the table and we're probably right up there. Yeah, like or there or thereabouts, because then we've got Sporting away after if we can navigate through Inter after Shakhtar, yeah, then we've got Sporting. Yeah, so when we come back from the next not this one, the next international break, Forest at home, Sporting away, West Ham away, Man U at home. Yeah,
For me,
Fulham away, Monaco at home, Everton away, Palace. December's tough, bro. Yeah, Ipswich
this
at home,
season's gonna be
Brentford
tough.
away. It's tough, man.
This season's going to be tough, and this season is going to show a lot of the fan base, whether you Arteta in, Arteta out, in between, whatever. You're going to see the ambitions of this ownership. You're going to see the ambitions of this management, and ultimately this coach as well. And I think the coach wants to do something. I'm not going to say, oh, he wants to lose. He genuinely wants to try to do something. Now, whether his philosophy is always 100% is a different discussion, but this is going to be a critical season for us, Lee. We're going to find ourselves at times in play for a lot of this stuff. And it's a case of, do we want to be successful this season? That's the question. Do we want to be successful this season? And if we do, then when January comes, when January 1st, as soon as the clock strikes midnight, January 1st, we should go ahead, trigger this release clause, bring in the striker. You all know who it is. And we need to get down to business. We need to start shutting some doors down. The way we finished off PSG today is how we need to start. We need to have that mentality. Anytime we play these teams in Europe or play big teams, not saying that they're this massive powerhouse, but I'm just saying that these type teams, we need to be brushing aside like this. It's time for Arsenal to go from those Europa League days.
Yeah, we've gone from C to B. Now we need to go from B to A.
We in year 5 now. It's time to start winning stuff. And I'm at the point now where it's time for me. I want to see something shiny that you need to keep, that every month, once a month you need to have somebody, one of the janitors going down there cleaning the trophies. It's time to start.
And then when we're rolling out, up against Villa, we can put our Champions League in the corridor. Yeah, we can put our trophies in it. We need to win something. I agree with you,
mate. I'm tired. It's time to clean trophy. It's time to have something to clean.
Yes, it's time to clean up, bro. That's what it is. Yeah, we're not talking about the janitors in McDonald's, bro. Yeah, F that. No. I just put his fan cam title. We MacD'd them.
Hey man, the house I'm in, I inherited my grandmother's house. My house is older than PSG.
On that bombshell, mate.
Hey, this floor is older than PSG.
Bro, we're not a million miles away. Kenny's only 2 years ago. What you got coming up on your channel, mate? Shout out, man. Southern Korea being the title, guys.
Brother, I was supposed to work. I was supposed to work tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to reach out to Jez and tell him I'm free. I thought I was gonna have to work, but I might try to hop on with Jez tomorrow, and I'll probably try to get something with Line Text this weekend. But other than that, man, we'll be back here on Saturday. Saturday, right? We play Saturday, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Back on Saturday with Southampton, and let's get these 2 points, man. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy these wins. Don't go overboard, and just know it's gonna be a marathon and not a race. Please, people. I've heard one person tonight. Oh, yeah, we're gonna win the league. Bro, let's just one freaking game at a time.
They never learn. They always have egg on their face. We're out of here, people. Love. Good win tonight. Yeah, and they're on the Eurostar as we speak. In fact, hopefully it gets delayed. Later.